Here's an invitation to join me this and every Sunday until December 17th on GBN Television and K105 FM from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for Yuletide Sundays. Great music, gifts, and all the wonderful things of Christmas. Yuletide Sundays comes to you compliments Hubbard's, quality service, affordable prices, Grenville Credit Union, Gittins Healthcare, and Clear Vision Eye Center.
Welcome all to the program this morning. Good morning, Grenada. It's Wednesday, the 22nd day of November in the year 2023. Of course, if you're joining us for the first time, it's a wonderful time to say good morning to you and welcome to the Morning Vibes. Yeah, saying good morning to Mary Ebanks, of course. She's saying good morning via Facebook. Yulin Alexander says, good morning, Gordon. Good morning, everybody. Blessings for a wonderful Wednesday. Stay safe, everyone. Cheryl Seeley says, good greetings to everyone. And Catherine Phillip, good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Innocent. Good morning to you, Catherine. I hope you're having a wonderful day thus far. All right, let me see who's here on our WhatsApp platform. Good morning to you, Petlin. Hope you're having a wonderful day thus far. Yeah, it's always a pleasure having you all on board with us. It's a wonderful morning. Cheryl Charles says, morning blessings. Thank you, Cheryl. All right, and what we're going to do this morning, someone hinted to me that they would like me to revisit the word from yesterday. All right, so let's do that. For some reason, that person is interested in the word from yesterday, so let's see if we can do that for them. Let me go back here. All right, I know my television producer guy Dorian is going to pick that up, and we'll be using yesterday's format. All right, Yoland Gordon, I'm celebrating my birthday. Hey, happy birthday, Yulin. Happy birthday to myself, so says Yulin. So far, I am having a good morning. Thank God for that. Well, Yulin, you're getting wiser. You're not getting older. That's not happening to you at all. All right, so enjoy it to the fullest. All right. Yulin Swan says, good morning to everyone. It's another day in the land of the living. Thank you, Lord, for letting us be a part of it. That's you. Good morning, Mr. Joseph. Blessings. Sarah Thomas says, good morning. Good morning to you, Sarah, also. And I do hope that you're having a wonderful day thus far. As a matter of fact, you know what? I think I'm going to remind you what that word was yesterday. But let's do what we have for this morning. And it's a wonderful day. All right, the word for the day today at 24 minutes on to 7 o'clock. That word today is, it is a noun, all right? It is a noun. That word is boilerplate, okay? Boilerplate, B-O-I-L-E-R-P-L-A-T-E, boilerplate. Now, boilerplate is a noun that refers to a standard or formulaic language, a meaning that comes from an earlier meaning, or a meaning rather that comes from an earlier meaning still in use. Syndicated material supplied to newspapers in matrix or plate form. Boilerplate can also refer to tightly packed snow. So again, it is a noun, all right, a naming word, and it's boilerplate, B-O-I-L-E-R-P-L-A-T-E, and it refers to standard or formulaic language, a meaning that comes from an earlier meaning still in use. Syndicated material supplied to newspaper in matrix or plate form. Or we can also say boilerplate can also refer to a tightly packed snow. Tightly packed snow. Here's how we can use that word in a sentence. The last paragraph of the contract was legal boilerplate. The last paragraph of the contract was legal boilerplate. So that's the word for the day. 22 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Good morning to you, Miss Lambert, out there in Coles Gap in St. David. Good morning, good morning. Teresa Alexander says, good morning, Grenada. Have a blessed day. Good morning, Sylvina Charles. Thank you. I appreciate it. So says Yulin Alexander telling you, Sylvina. Sylvina, good morning. She says, blessed morning, innocent, and happy birthday to my friend Yulin Alexander. All the best for more enjoyable ones. Yeah. Yulin, I know Yulin well. She's going to enjoy it to the max. Right, so what's buzzing this morning? Something's buzzing, but before we do that, good morning to you, Nadisha, and the thought of the day, it is better to live your own destiny imperfectly than to live an imitation of somebody else's life with perfection. That's a nice one. That's creative. It's better to live your own destiny imperfectly than to live an imitation of somebody else's life with perfection. Be you. Be the best you can be. I always said in recent times that, I am no longer in any competition with anybody. All right? I don't want to be like anybody. I'm not competing with anybody. The only competition I'm in is to be a better person than I was yesterday, or to be the best person that I, Gordon Innocent Joseph, can be. The best person that's the only competition I'm in. You understand? Yeah? So that's the thought of the day. Good morning, Nadi. Hope you're doing fine, and all the wonderful folks inside of Cafe in St. Andrew and surrounding areas. Good morning to you all. Yep. Again, I want to say good morning to the Mahan family. I know that day is coming, and I know it's going to be a really, really sad day. But God knows best. Always remember that. God knows best. Sylvana Silvo Thomas. Good morning, Big Boss. Silvo, good morning. Or Silo. Yeah, good morning. Gregory Mathurin says, good morning, my friend. Mr. Joseph, have a great day. Mr. Mathurin, good morning to you also. Have yourself a wonderful one. Want to reach out to all the bus drivers and conductors. Just saying good morning to you. Let's see what's buzzing. Okay, the hunting season, I must remind you of that. You can now hunt the Manikou Tattoo Iguana, the Ramier, and also the monkey, and that is extended up to the 31st of December. After that, it becomes illegal. All right, good. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs informs the public that the St. George's Health Center will reopen on Monday 27th. That's Monday coming. In the meantime, clients are encouraged to take advantage of the undermentioned available services. Wound care or dressing at the outpatient clinic on the ground floor of Phase 2, new building at the General Hospital. extended doctors' clinic and other services at the Happy Hill and Snug Corner medical stations. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs sincerely apologizes for any inconvenience the closure and service interruptions may have caused, and thanks the general public for its understanding and patience as we navigate this situation together. All right, we heard of the gun issues, gun-related violence, 2 shootings, one in Hope and one in Woburn one in Hope as on Saturday and one in Woburn on Monday. All right, investigations are ongoing as it relates to that by members of the RGPF. Also buzzing, my good friend attorney Jerry Edwin, good morning, sir. One local lawyer is not in favor of celebrating International Men's Day as he believes international days should be for people who are oppressed or marginalized. Alan Chastity wants to know why some St. Lucians are not too happy with the statement made by Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell during a recent political engagement on that island. Mr. PM, you stir up some things up. Yeah, I have a friend from St. Lucia and I could only imagine him, Derek Abraham, making those comments because he's that kind of, critical kind of person. He might be saying, well, who is this man to come and, nonetheless, it is what it is, take it for what it's worth. So those are the buzzing stories here this morning. Elsa Francis says, good morning, everyone. Have a wonderful and a blessed day. Sharon Bartholomew, good morning, everyone, from Northern Virginia. Have a blessed. What's the weather like up there today, man? Monica Mayrose Williams, a pleasant good morning, Mr. Joseph. Daddy Godwin Collier. Say good morning, Michelle's dad. Okay. How is God? My mind was on him not so long ago. Yeah, give him my regards. I know he comes to Grenada all the time and I don't see him, but give Daddy Godwin, yeah, that's how I called him as a baby. Yeah, he was my uncle-in-law at the time. Yeah, good morning, man. How you do? Give him my regards, okay, Monica? Make sure you tell him I see, and let him log on and get a taste of real Grenada in real time. Yeah, good morning. Good morning to the village of what's the name of the village, man? Well, it's just off Bamboo Bridge. Joan Batista, something like that. Yeah, I understand it's raining and it's 46 degrees outside there in Virginia. Okay. Come down. We hot down here. Down here is hot. Coming over. Yeah, catch a JetBlue flight and be here 5 hours. You can take your breakfast up there and come here and have lunch with us, all right? Enjoy your 46 degrees, rainy. I looked outside a while ago, it seems as though we are going to get some rain this morning. I'm gonna hear what the weatherman says this morning. Good morning to you, Andre Charles and Fimba Frank. I had the luxury of meeting these two folks yesterday. We were at the stadium vicinity, and good morning to you also, Dr. Naomi Winchester of she's a veterinarian, and she is a wonderful lady. Good morning to you, SGU. Good morning. All right, folks, this is where we take that break. We've got to head on to the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. We're expecting a guest this morning. I think Mr. Dabrio or someone from CSERT should be with us this morning. So we look forward to that engagement. So those of you who are on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news, and those of you who are locked with me here on Classic, we've got the AM edition. Before we run off, Margaret Raymond says good morning to all. God bless everyone. Good morning to you, Margaret. Bye-bye. See you on the flip side of 7.
It's a happier holiday when every wish and dream can come alive for those you love and cherish with a loan from Nexa Credit Union. Just think of the experiences you could share, the surprises you could gift, and the memories you could make with a little extra in your pocket this Christmas. Our Happier Holiday Loan is about the happiness and warmth it can bring because there's no need to worry. Unwrap more than just gifts. Experience heartfelt connections and joyous celebrations with family and friends. Get up to $50,000 for home furnishings, renovations, gifts, and more while enjoying easy repayment terms, affordable interest rates, and quick approvals. So, dream a little bigger and enjoy discounts galore at our favorite partner stores. Make your holidays happier with Nexa. Call us at 440-1354. Visit our website at nexacreditunion.com or email us at loans@nexacreditunion.com. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Thanks for joining us. The International Monetary Fund is reporting robust economic progression in the Grenadian economy. However, the opposition New National Party said this is far from evident. More in this report.
An International Monetary Fund (IMF) team has wrapped up its meeting with authorities in Grenada after discussions on recent economic developments and follow-ups on the policy priorities. The IMF reports that the Grenadian economy continues to exhibit strong growth, particularly due to the increase in construction activities, tourist arrivals spurred by improved airlift, and record revenues from the Citizenship by Investment program. While the report expects the economy's growth this year to surpass pre-pandemic levels, the opposition New National Party is questioning the likeliness of that happening, claiming that the country is experiencing a regression.
For example, GT, the last report that IMF World Bank gave, they did indicate that there was some growth in the economy. Yes, and one must credit the government for that. There was some growth. But quite interestingly, when you go through the report, it clearly defines that the growth that we had was jobless growth. And so when you live in a country where you have employment 20% and up, if you're having growth but jobless growth, to a large extent, the people of the country don't necessarily benefit.
Roland Bowler, General Secretary of the New National Party, while not laying the blame squarely on government, said he believes the implementation of certain measures made living conditions difficult. Bowler is of the opinion that unemployment remains high.
Among the youthful population, unemployment still remains high. Among the mothers aged 35 to 50, 55, the unemployment remains still high. Outside of construction, to a certain extent, there are a lot of mature people that are home searching for jobs. In the agricultural sector, there has not been any major boost. Manufacturing has not shown that they have taken in much people. So we are not saying that the minister is wrong. He may be very correct. We just don't understand or have not been able to see.
The NNP's General Secretary said there are some things government can do to encourage small business development, thereby encouraging self-employment. He suggests creating an avenue to obtain financing as one of those avenues.
People complain of a general, if I can use that word, a general hardness in trying to survive. That cost of basic food items have increased. And I want to be very fair and reasonable here. I am not leveling all of the blame at the feet of government because we are a net input country. We import far more than we export. We probably need to be producing a lot more of what we consume. Not now, but a long time now. And so government has very little control over the prices that some of our importers have to pay on international circles for the items that we bring in here.
Christina John, GBN News.
Well, world leaders will gather in the United Arab Emirates in less than 10 days for this year's Global Climate Summit, where they will meet to discuss their plans to combat the climate crisis. The Caribbean Development Bank is promising to do its part in the meeting. Beverly Telesford reports.
The Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, says it will continue to advocate for access to adequate and affordable financing for Caribbean nations and other small island developing states, SIDS, such as Grenada, at the upcoming United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP28. The CDB's message at COP28 will be structured around 6 key themes: investment, facilitation, adaptation, collaboration, implementation, and integration. During the 2-week event, members of the CDB delegation will participate in a number of side events around topics such as climate finance, trade policy, energy transition, renewable energy investments, and more. The delegation will include President Dr. Hyginus Jean Leon, Coordinator Joseph Williams, Honorable Philip Edwards Davis Casey, Prime Minister of the Bahamas, Ms. Mafalda Duarte, Executive Director of the Green Climate Fund, Graham Watkins, Chief of the Climate Change Division, Inter-American Development Bank, Valerie Isaac, Coordinator of the Environmental Sustainability Unit, Dr. Colin Young, Executive Director of the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center, Honorable Roosevelt Garrett, Prime Minister of Dominica, and Mr. Andrew Hurst, Executive Director at the Climate Finance Global Affairs Canada. Ahead of the recent Small Island Developing States SIDS high-level dialogue on climate change in Grenada, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell had called on SIDS states to form a united front ahead of COP28.
One of the key reasons for having a pre-COP meeting by heads of government in the region is for us to really sort of hammer out, what are the key talking points, what are the key initiatives that are important to us, so that when we get to Dubai, we, as much as possible, are all speaking from the same page. So there are a couple of key things that are important to us. I would start first with the question of loss and damage, because it is quite clear that climate change causes unimaginable loss and damage to almost every Caribbean island. We can start from Grenada in the south to the Bahamas in the north. When we have these massive hurricanes, we are left with having to pick up the pieces. We all know that as a result of the warming temperatures, it's having significant impacts on all of us.
COP28 will take place in Dubai from November 30th to December 12th, 2023. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Grenada, with the help of an international organization, is exploring ways in which the country can tackle climate change, specifically heat waves, which have affected the island over the last 3 months. Renapet Thomas tells us more.
A one-day symposium held this morning sought to gather information that will later develop policies to help Grenada address the climate change issues of heat wave that continue to affect the island. Funded by the European Union and implemented by the Pan American Health Organization in conjunction with the Ministry of Health in Grenada, the symposium was the first of its kind. Dr. Naomi Winchester, climate change and health leader for Grenada, explains.
And my topic, I'm looking at Grenada, the heat threshold development for Grenada. And so at this symposium, I've invited some key stakeholders that I think have the experience and the expertise to render their advice on what are the most suitable adaptation measures that can be implemented for Grenada, for Grenadians to be protected in the event of future heat waves. Because as a lot of research has shown, we would encounter some hot periods again. And it's very important for the population to know what they need to do to protect themselves so that you could reduce the incidences of your heat-related diseases and your climate-related threats.
According to Winchester, presently Grenada has no policy in place on how vulnerable groups should protect themselves from any health issues that may arise through exposure to heat waves.
So you're talking the elderly, children, outdoor workers, whether it's your construction workers, different your school children, so different persons, pregnant women, or even low-income communities. So there are different vulnerable populations that need to know how to respond or what they need to do to be protected or protect themselves and their families in the event of heat waves or heat wave events that are expected to reoccur or will happen again, because this is the future that we're facing now.
Representatives from the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, the TA Marisha Commission Community College, Ministry of Health, and the Grenada Airport Authority were among the 30 participants attending this symposium. The information gathered will be used to develop a brief which will be presented to the government of Grenada.
After the symposium, I would collate all the adaptation measures that are suggested or recommended by my participants, and this information would be very vital to create or draft a policy brief that can be used and presented to the government of Grenada, to the Ministry of Health. And so with policy brief is basically to inspire action of what can be implemented to ensure that these measures are in fact taken seriously and implemented to ensure that you protect Grenada's population. So the goal today is to get the adaptation measures that could be used to develop a policy brief.
The policy document being developed from the symposium today stemmed from the GBN's Climate Reality Program. Rina Thomas, GBN News.
Now, mitigating risk in the agriculture sector is the focus of a two-day workshop which began today. Details in this report.
Extension officers and assistance officers from the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, SIEP, and representatives from the National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, are currently part of a three-day workshop on disaster risk management systems, DRM, analysis, and planning for agriculture. This forms part of the building resilience to multiple shocks and stresses in the response and recovery from COVID-19 impacts in the Caribbean project. The workshop will focus on developing a comprehensive understanding of disaster risk management (DRM) systems for agriculture and fisheries, understanding the linkages between DRM and climate change adaptation, and thirdly, identifying disaster preparedness and response activities in line with the 14 globally accepted DRM components. The facilitator for the workshop is Roberto Sandoval. He is the disaster risk management specialist and emergency focal point for the Food and Agricultural Organization.
What we're basically going to do over the next few days is to carry out the disaster risk management systems analysis and also identify key actions related to preparedness and response for agriculture and fisheries. This is a very interesting setup or workshop this week. I'm also personally excited about this, even if I've been doing this for the past 12 years. It's because this is the first time that we will be facilitating this workshop where you have both colleagues from the national level and also with colleagues from the community level.
Lawrence St. Louis, FAO's focal point for Grenada and senior agriculture officer, highlighted the importance of such training for the agriculture sector. She encourages participants to let the knowledge they've acquired transcend into their communities whenever the need arises.
We all know now that in these times it is extremely important for all of us to have disaster risk management systems because of the times that we live in, because of the fact our hurricanes are a lot stronger and a lot more frequent. Mm-hmm. We have a lot more disturbances than we would have usually had probably 10 years ago. We also look at issues of droughts and floods. We have, all of these issues that we need to have a system to manage. If we just let it happen, we know it's going to happen because it's inevitable that, that sometime we will have some kind of disaster. If we just let it happen, and then at the end everybody is scrambling to figure out what to do, then we end up in a bigger mess than we would be in if when we're facing those situations.
The workshop is being held at the conference room at the Melville Street Fish Market. It began on Tuesday and will climax on Thursday. Christelina John, GBN News.
In a bid to address the pressing issue of gender-based violence, residents of the Sister Isle participated in a transformative workshop organized by the Ministry of Carriacou and Petty Martinique Affairs and Local Government through the Grenada Spotlight Initiative. The two-day event at Casada Bay Resort in Belmont, Carriacou, drew participants from various sectors. The rest of the details in this report.
Teachers, business community members, church representatives, healthcare professionals, and persons from community groups participated in the two-day workshop aimed at unraveling the complexities of gender-based violence and discovering strategies to combat the issue. The workshop, held in Carriacou last week, proved to be a beacon of enlightenment. Father Edward Mark, addressing the sensitive topic of family, children caught in invisible chains, coercive control, domestic abuse, and children, evokes a mix of emotions, prompting participants to reflect on the profound impact of gender-based violence on families and children.
In some cases, a lot of cases are not officially reported, and so some are swept under the carpet, and those that are reported, the relevant authorities and organizations are taking a proactive role to reach out and to provide the necessary assistance. And of course, there is a protocol that they follow, and this protocol enables those who would want to report a safe haven, a safe space, because there's a high level of confidentiality. I think what we need to impress upon those who want to come forward, the importance of seeking to break the vicious cycle.
He also delved into the dynamics of understanding power and control.
Of course, beyond a shadow of a doubt, all of us should be advocates of change to ensuring that we correct such behaviors. Because what we find happening, if we continue to let it fester, we'll have more crimes, because persons in the situation, for example, if it's physical violence, someone may get the upper hand, one badly damaged in hospital and the other could be dead. So we can see an upsurge in violence and crime. We can also see the self-esteem of our various communities, our women, men, being lowered and brought to the gutter.
As the event unfolded, participants explored the intricate connections between gender equality, social protection, masculinities, and GBV under the stewardship of Senior Program Officer Jacinta Alexis. Program Coordinator of the Grenada Spotlight Initiative, Elaine Henry McQueen, shed a light on the nature of gender inequality and GBV. Her insights sparked contemplation and dialogue, fostering an atmosphere of shared understanding. She encouraged the over 30 participants to be advocates, noting the commitment and focus required. The participants, now bound by a shared commitment to combat gender-based violence, left the Casada Bay Resort with a renewed sense of purpose. The workshop not only equipped them with knowledge, but also ignited a collective spark, inspiring collaborative efforts to build a safer and more equitable society. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Operations at Deco Service Center were temporarily interrupted today after an Escudo crashed into one of its diesel pumps. One employee who wished not to be on camera told GBN that the driver was reversing and lost control of the vehicle. There was no injury reported. The pump was reportedly damaged beyond repair. We can tell you too, the crash occurred at about 2 o'clock. The firefighting capacity of the Royal Grenada Police Force has been boosted with the donation of a pumper fire truck donated by St. George's University. The keys to the truck were officially handed over on Tuesday. Rena Ped-Thomas has this report.
The key to a state-of-the-art American LaFrance custom pumper fire truck were officially handed over to the RGPF by the St. George's University at its True Blue campus. The truck was presented to Deputy Commissioner of Police Jespen Prince and Acting Inspector of Police attached to the Fire Department, Thaddeus Hamilton. The red American LaFrance custom pumper fire truck has an automatic transmission, a 450 HP diesel diesel engine, a 6 kW diesel generator equipped with a 1,500 GPM side mount pump and 750-gallon water tank. It has hydraulic hose reels with driver and passenger side deck guns and front, side and rear discharge ports. Deputy Commissioner of Police Jesmond Prince thanked SGU for yet another contribution to the RGPF.
I just want to express our deepest gratitude to St. George's University for the donation of this fire truck today. This is not the first time that we are engaging with the St. George's University on occasions like this. This fire truck will definitely boost our firefighting management capabilities. So again, on behalf of the Commissioner of Police, the Fire Department, we want to express our sincerest gratitude and appreciation for the donation of this truck. It certainly will help us tremendously in managing fires in Grenada.
Also included in the donation were several hundred feet of 3.5-inch and 1.5-inch hose line and 20 self-contained breathing apparatus. Ryan Charles, captain at SGU's Department of Public Safety, says the donation reflected the university's dedication to fostering a safer environment.
It has been long in waiting, long overdue. We have had a very illustrious working relationship with the RGPF, and by this gesture, it shows the further collaboration that we have with the RGPF. This equipment is going to aid tremendously in their ability to respond quickly to fire emergencies and other rescue emergencies. So, we've worked closely with them. We depend on them. They depend on us. Obviously, we want to keep them as close as possible to our chest and our breast so that we can continue the relationship that we have.
The new fire truck represents a tangible investment in public safety and well-being by SGU and symbolizes the continued partnership between the university and the Royal Grenada Police Force. It is the second time SGU has made such a significant donation to the RGPF. In 2021, the university donated several water hose, nozzles, bunker gears, and other firefighting equipment to the fire department. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Referred to by some as the Forgotten Lake in Grenada, Lake Antoine is the focus of this evening's GBN Eyesore. Stay with us.
A good eye captures all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Tonight's citizen wants to highlight what she is referring to as the Forgotten Lake in Grenada. She shared her concerns with footage of Lake Antoine, situated at the far north of the island. She's of the belief that most tour guides tend to bring visitors to the popular Grenada Lake due to it being closer to the southern parish. She is hoping more attention can be given to Lake Antoine. The lake sits in the crater of a long extinct volcano, covering about 16 acres. According to our eyesore report, it's possible to walk down from the car park to the lake's edge for a closer look at the impressive bird life. Unfortunately, the perimeter trail is no longer maintained and is, for the most part, inaccessible. However, the track higher up around the rim of the lake is in fair condition and can be hiked. We thank our citizen journalists for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
I am VIP. I am vaccinated. I am immunized. I am protected. Our children and nation depend on vaccination for immunization. Childhood vaccination is national priority. It is their protection from disease and sicknesses. Let's all be VIPs and safeguard our beautiful Grenada. I am DJ Blackstorm and I am a VIP health champion. Be a VIP like me.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
Imagine a Christmas where you decide the gifts. Win exquisite furniture, delectable festive food, and a vibrant house facelift. The best part? You choose how much of each you desire, tailoring your perfect Christmas blend. Simply shop with us this festive season, and you could be one of many lucky winners. Whether you engage online, join our community events, or shop in store, multiple ways lead to winning. And every week, win delightful surprises just for being a part of our festive spirit. Real Value IGA Supermarket, where you tailor and we deliver the Christmas magic.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
On this episode of Caribbean Passport TV, we travel to St. Kitts and Nevis, visit a cocoa estate in Trinidad and Tobago, and listen to some steel pan music. And then we'll wind down with some paintings, right here on this station.
Whoa, whoa. Rock the box, we say, yeah. GBN, we say, arts and culture living, yeah. Rock the box, we say. I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, we say. I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, we say. We'll be jamming here on a Thursday. It's a
GBN Television News at 7, a pulse on all things Grenadian. Look out for our new features through expanded synergies with our media partners in Barbados, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad, and beyond. Capturing the latest in news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Credible, informative. Thank you for making us number one. News at 7, live, Monday to Friday on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11. K105.5 and 105.9, Hot 98.5 and 98.7, GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel, and www.gbn.gd. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere.
Good morning and welcome. It's 16 minutes after 7 o'clock. And if you're just joining us, well, welcome to the program. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us. It's time for the conversation. The apparent guest is not here as yet. So what we always do, we always have things to talk about. Is there anything burning that you'd like to raise this morning? If so, this is your opportunity to do just that. Of course, you know how we do it. You make it as brief and to the point as possible, and we avoid calling the names and so forth and disrespecting each other. All right, we're a civilized people, okay? So you know the numbers, 435-2041. That's the number to call. Yep. Give me a call. Let's say what's burning in your vicinity. Yeah, let's go to the telephone line right away and say good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, we seem to have lost that caller. I want to take the time out also and say a very special good morning and happy birthday to you, Don Adams, originally from Budge Grove, Castine to be precise, now residing in Granborough in St. Andrew. It's your birthday today. Well, everyone in the home circle want to wish you an exceptionally good birthday and that you live to see many, many, many more birthdays to come. Go on out and celebrate, girl. Enjoy it to the fullest, all right? Okay, we lost that call again. 435-2041. That's the number to call. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, morning, innocent.
Welcome to the program.
First of all, let me thank you for that thing with Joel this morning. I'm not a particular fan of him, but sometimes I listen.
Wow, you actually enjoyed the Joel Austin this morning.
Yeah, and this morning, wow. I think it's so pertinent to us. Don't let the root of bitterness take root. Don't let bitterness take its root. I think this is something we should really use in Grenada, because then if we had used that, then the problem that we have from way back when would not be plaguing us today. Because it's very simple. The more you pay attention to the negative, the more it becomes your way of life. So I think that is important.
Yeah, planting any seed you plant, once the soil is fertile, it will grow.
Yeah, definitely. And the fact that the roots, I am convinced a number of people who have died in recent times died because of bitterness. I can tell you. And sometimes when you try to explain to people that the course of action is acting against them, they tend to resist, as is a kind of human tendency. Because, did you know, Innocent, that for one 90 minutes of anger, you need at least 24 hours to process that? And you can imagine people being angry every day, many, many times.
Okay.
How many times they need to process the emotional poison that comes up with the anger. And it seems as though we are perpetually angry with each other, with ourselves and with each other. So I think it's important that we help each other to overcome that, especially in the context of all the issues that we have to face, whether it's the climate issue, whether it's the possibility of war and all that thing, the food system, which is really poison. Most of the food that we consume is poisonous. So it's helpful that, I was really, really pleased with this one this morning.
Thank you for your endorsement.
Huh?
Thank you for your endorsement. Coming from you, it means a whole lot.
But I want to suggest that you also mix in with other people. And if you want to suggest other people, because I'm not trying to change the program, but you can mix in too with others.
All right, I'll look into that. All right, the mayor's guy and all those guys. I have quite a few of them, but for some strange reason, every time I listen to Joel in the morning, he seems to hit the spot with me.
Yeah, but I think this morning will really mean good for all of us, because we need to allow, not to allow this thing to kill us. By the way, thanks for yesterday's engagement.
Okay, no problem, man.
Yeah, man.
Have a good one. Thank you very much, caller. 21 minutes after 7 o'clock. That is the time. Give me a call, 435-2041. All right. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Gordon. How are you?
I am alive and thankful. Welcome to the program.
Welcome to you this morning. I want to wish my great-great-grandniece birthday today. She was celebrating her 15th birthday today. Alexa Charles of Tempe. She attended Convent St. Joseph Convent School. She's a very bright and brave and talented child. So I wish her all the best, long life, health, and strength. And the greetings are always coming from her mom, all of her sisters, Aisha, Shanique, and Alexa is the birthday girl, and her brother, Jill, and his little 7-year-old. She's looking to go to school. God bless them all. I wish her all the best. Alexa, long life, health, strength coming from your great-great aunt. Auntie, love you so much. And all the best wishes to you today at school. I know your sisters in the classroom waiting to greet your greetings this morning. She was on your way now to school already this morning. Gordon, that's my great-great-granny celebrating her 15th birthday today, okay?
All right.
Alexa from Tempe, right?
Okay.
So you put something with it, right?
Put something like what?
Well, you could say something, say greetings to her.
Happy birthday to you. I hope she's listening, all right?
All right.
Have a good day. Love you. Bye-bye. Good. 22 minutes after 7 o'clock. Maureen Toussaint says, good morning, Gordon and Grenada. Could you please send out love to my beautiful brother, Maury Toussaint of Pearls? Maury, good morning. Good morning. Happy birthday to you. Today's a lot of nice people birthday boy. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Wow, caller, you need to. Something isn't right. You know, I'm not in the habit of cutting off, so I did not cut you off. But something is not right with your connection. You need to get it checked, and then you can call me back. All right. Yulin Alexander is being very provocative this morning because she says to me, Gordon, on your way to work this morning, did you notice a serpent on the tree? Wondering if it is still there. Well, it seems to be living somewhere there because I inquired and someone said during the morning yesterday it was moving out of the branch. Okay, good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, Innocent. How you doing this morning, boy?
I ain't do it yet, but if I get the chance, I go do it.
Really go get the chance, don't worry.
Things happening.
I just want things to happen, things happening.
Nice,
Good
nice.
things. I want to send out sympathy greetings to the Douglas family. Suzanne.
Hold on. In going through the Facebook post this morning, I'm seeing my friend, did she transition?
Yes.
My goodness me.
My sister, close to Susan, she neighbor, called me this morning and tell me, give me the news. So my heart goes out to the Douglas family.
Wow.
And no words can give you the strength and the courage right now because it's not easy to lose your loved one. So, my girl, be strong.
Wow. Okay.
And Innocent. Thank God for this drop in the gas price. Ain't nobody talking about that. No, and thanking God, but the Prime Minister go in St. Lucia, oh God, they've been up on the man since last week.
But he put it on side so he could take blows.
Well, I to tell you, I love that money. Little boy, he has strength.
All right. I mean, a guy with a bicycle yesterday was saying, oh, he's so happy for the gas price, A man with a bicycle, that's to tell you how much people impact.
And he go down so much. I'm so happy for that, thank God. And I want to say something before I go. I'm calling on the Minister of Health and the Ministry of Health. The nurses are crying out. They need assistance, and I don't know about it because they say they speak to the minister.
Assistance with what? Assistance with what?
Concerning about the school, they need the nursing school, and they say you all could put it. They say they could put it some classroom in the stadium. Please, all you do what all you could do and help these people and them.
Okay, but the stadium full up with courthouse now, man. The stadium full up with courthouses now.
In the stadium?
Yeah, you have court sessions there too. Yeah.
So they had to try and see what they could do because I'm scared because those who do in the school of medicine, some of them now just waiting for a call to go.
Okay.
So when they go, you know what will happen to us here.
Right.
So please,
Okay.
we need them to train, okay?
Okay, thank you.
And Susan again, hold on, darling.
Yeah.
Hold on, be strong.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Innocent.
All right, have a good one. Love you. Bye-bye. Good. Susan, man, what's really... When it rains, it pours, girl. My heart goes out to you and the entire Douglas family. Kinder, good morning. All those of you... I know you all are tough cookies. You all can handle it. Just be there for each other. My goodness me. Condolences to you, man. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Well, Innocent, since yesterday I'm trying to get you, right? But here's something. I listened to the program We Culture on Friday. I think you should participate in that program.
You think I should participate?
Yes.
Why?
Because what? The host and them show have no kind of Bible knowledge. No kind of Bible knowledge. So I think you should participate, you know, and just put a little step in the step.
Well, you try, no man. Godfrey's doing a good job.
But I find he behave like an atheist.
Well, even if he is an atheist, you know, we all are entitled to our beliefs and opinions and ideologies. You know, so.
Well, I know that, but the thing about it, you should try to seek the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all that thing will be added onto him.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Every man has a right to decide his... You understand what I'm saying? You know that song, Papi? Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph. Greetings. I trust that all is well with you.
Greetings.
I have two little points I'd like to raise here. First, I'd like to echo the sentiments of Mr. Edwin, the lawyer.
Okay.
On this celebration of International Men's Day with a big conference and so on, and eating and drinking and enjoying themselves. It only demonstrates once more the level of hypocrisy with the people who run in this here country and the ministries. Mr. Joseph, in this here country, there is a day set aside on the 3rd of December each year. From since 2008, well, it was even before, but from 2008, formally for people with disabilities. It's called IDP, the International Day for Persons with Disabilities, globally. And in this here country, they do nothing. I wonder, just a little rhetorical statement. I wonder if it's more mandem they're trying to introduce in this here country by all these activities. And men are the greatest evildoers of this world in the society. But take a look at that. I only hope that next week, the 3rd of December, we will hear of a conference too. These scribes, Pharisees, and hypocrites. Finally, Mr. Joseph, this morning in your news item, by the way, Mr. Joseph, you had to do better with reading that news.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a punctuation or whatever and so on, but you know, punctuation is what determines the intonation in reading.
Okay.
And there is a fault, there's a problem, and we need to improve. But anyway, let's go to the meat of the matter on this as we round up here. I heard that the cyclist, and may the Lord bless the young man, who has gone to Chile. He was reclassified. Do you recall reading that?
Yes, I do.
I asked myself, why? It means now he has to mount a bicycle with two people. He and his trainer, or whatever the term is used. I want to find out, Mr. Jones, can you find out if he's had that practice here before going to Chile?
I doubt it, because the news further stated that they are preparing for it.
That is what I'm trying to get at. This is irresponsibility. This is total, and they are endangering the lives of that young man. Those, again, scribes and Pharisees who put themselves up and so on because they have money in the Tete from the International Paralympic Organization. So they get there. I'm happy that these young men with disabilities can go there and do it, but you have to do it correctly. It is irresponsible, serious, as a matter of fact, criminally irresponsible to send the man out. No, he's going to perform with an activity that he's never trained in. What is that? That's my question. For what it's worth. Thank you very much, and have a nice day, will you?
Have a good one yourself, citizen. Have yourself a wonderful day. Folks, it's 29 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Let us take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
The Ministry of Gender Affairs, in support of the Grenada Spotlight Initiative, presents What's Your Verdict Community Drama Tour, Palmrose Catholic School, Sunday, November 12th, GBSS Auditorium, Saturday, November 18th, Barnet Government School, Sunday, November 19th, Hillsborough Government School, Saturday, November 25th. It's an activity of the Ministry of Social Development, Housing and Gender Affairs as part of the EU-UN Spotlight Initiative in Grenada. It's What's Your Verdict, a courtroom drama by Urias Peters. Admission is free. Don't miss it.
You want to get an insight into your life? Are you willing to find astrological solutions? Master Shivrudra, the world's best psychic and spiritual healer with competency in other services too. He has guided many people who are going through a situation to find solutions to their problems and use astrological remedies for positivity. He provides services to get your ex-love back, negative energy removal, family problem solutions, health problem, and many more.
He located at Grenada STT, George's. Call him or WhatsApp +1 for 735375939.
With ever-rising energy costs, Southern Electrical can provide you with affordable, complete solar systems for your home or business. Reduce your utility bill to zero. Have power independence. Go green by harnessing the free energy that sunlight provides in our warm, sunny, tropical climate. We supply off-grid solar systems which are great for remote areas without utility power, as well as grid-tied and hybrid systems. We can customize your system to your needs, ranging from 1.5 kilowatts to 1 megawatt systems. Start saving today so that you can have extra money to go on family vacations, do home renovations, or further invest in renewable energy to generate electricity for income.
Hi, good day. My name is Kyle Sylvester. I am the manager and founder of Case Farming Enterprise. We're an agro-processing business that are involved in the processing of agricultural goods, where we do bottle seasoning packs, lettuce, kale, and broccoli. Sometimes we as human beings get sick or injured on the job. NS provides a safety net for us. I am here to encourage other entrepreneurs and self-employed persons to sign up under the NIS Self-Employment Program.
Hello everyone, here is an invitation to join me this and every Sunday until December 17th on GBN Television and K105 FM from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for Yuletide Sundays. Great music, gifts, and all the wonderful things of Christmas. Yuletide Sundays comes to you compliments Hubbard's, quality service, affordable prices, Grenville Credit Union, Gittins Healthcare, and Clear Vision Eye Center.
Good morning and welcome back. It's 25 minutes on to 8 o'clock, and let me just quickly take some of our messages on our WhatsApp platform. This person asked, Innocent, good morning, who have transitioned. Okay, well, Papi, do you know Susan Douglas out there in Paradise? The corn lady, the best roast corn and boiled corn you could ever had, right at the roundabout there by Paradise Bridge. You're right, her daughter has passed on. Information is just reaching me that she has transitioned. All right, Susan, again, be strong, okay? Now, good morning, Gordon. Blessings. This is for you and your church. My grandson was hospitalized for seizures, many episodes in half an hour. Please pray for him for healing and also me for strength. That's why I am not on air with you for a while. I just buried my daughter, his mother, 2 months ago. My goodness. Well, here what you can do. Here, let me give you an invitation, all right? Come up to church on Sunday morning and we'll deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come up to, visit us Sunday morning. I'm certain that, prayers will work. All right? Pastor Laurie and the team will work with him and on him. Healing is the children's bread. Remember that. You understand? And he's not a stepchild. He's a child of God. So, all right, good night. So bring him up on Sunday morning. Hello, good morning, Innocent. It's good to hear that the Fisheries Division is looking into the birthing problem on the Carnage. Another tourist almost fell yesterday. Oh, wow, that's good. So they're on it. They're really on it. All right, good morning. Looking from Brooklyn, New York. It's raining. I'm looking forward to seeing some sunshine very soon. We look forward to you coming. All right. Someone says here that, good morning, Innocent. This lady claims she maintains some flowers on Tyrrell Street. Yesterday morning, the maintenance crew recommended cutting off overhanging in that area. Very early, the woman showed up harassing the workers. Them so should find something to do. The place was so unattractive, even dogs will keep away. Imagine that's an area the tourist train stops so the visitors can view and take photos. If she really cared, she would get her people to keep the area clean, or she would compliment those very hard working people. But later, a gentleman stopped and told them how much he appreciated their hard work, and they didn't bother with that woman, and don't bother with that woman. She is a blowhard Brango, and he is the person in charge of that area, and it's government property. Okay, what a shame on these people. They just can't accept reality. Well, they just like Amelie, you know what I'm saying? Let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning.
Good morning, Innocent. How are you?
I am doing fine. How about you?
I'm the quiet,
You have something loud in the background.
I don't know if my children.
Okay, hey, what? Are you?
Yeah, still making children, Innocent. We have to populate the world.
You still making children? You ever see chicken follow cock? Chicken no follow cock? Hen, that is, any case. Get to your point, please, mister.
Then where's the role of the father, Innocent? Where's the role of the father?
Of course.
It's a double role, man. Don't go there according to some places. Don't go there.
You don't go there this morning, right?
I call you because I want to make a plea on behalf of not just people from St. Patrick's on the western side, but actually it's also on the eastern side as well. Innocent, we are having serious problems in the evening time as it relates to transportation from St. George's to our different parishes.
Okay.
Serious transportational problem. I mean, I have been in the bus terminal, and where you see people literally fighting, and I'm talking about serious fight to get inside of the buses.
And that's happening around what time?
Well, it starts sometimes from about 6 o'clock. We're right up strong 8 in the evening.
Okay.
People literally fighting to get on buses because the buses are so scarce. And late in the night, sometimes after 9, sometimes I'm in St. George's, and you have people, a lot of people, feeling trouble to get to their homes.
What do you think is the cause of that problem? What do you think is the cause of that?
Well, there is not a organized bus system in Grenada. That is basically what it is. And what I would like to admonish the government to do is to get involved with the bus association to create a night service, maybe maximum up to 10 o'clock in the evening, because I grew up during the revolution. And we had buses, we had transportation from St. George's after 10 in the night.
Yeah.
And we are in 2023. We have regressed significantly. I mean, this thing is so disgusting.
And it's counterproductive,
Precisely. a lot of economic activities could be around this if we have transportation running up until around 10 o'clock in the evening. And I cannot understand why there cannot be some collaboration with the government giving some concession, sitting down with the bus association and working out an amicable transportation service up until around 10 o'clock in the evening.
Why 10? Why not later?
Well, I'm just suggesting they could go up until 12 o'clock.
Have you been to Barbados?
Transportation is available. They will be traveling.
Have you been to Barbados?
Yes, I've been to Barbados, but not nighttime, but just, you know. I live in Trinidad, so I'm speaking based on Trinidad. You get transportation anytime, anywhere.
Yes. Yes.
And we need to do something about it.
Okay.
Thank you, and have a good morning.
Here, what I would do, you have a good morning too, but I'd make a recommendation to the relevant authorities that you become an advisor because you have good ideas. Okay?
Thank you.
Have a good one. Have a good one. Blessings. Yeah, good. Nice. That's a serious concern. Mildred Smith says, good morning, Mr. Innocent. Workflow. Have a productive day, productive platform lovers. All right. Sharon Bartholomew. Yes, the bus issue is a very big problem in Grenada, especially going up to the northern side. Yeah, and I think that problem has been amplified in recent times. I don't know if it's the street lights, but there has been some real concerns, especially coming from the Grandlands area around after 4 or 5 in the afternoon. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, good morning, Innocent.
Welcome to the program.
I don't know if the caller could remember when they used to hold up buses in the night. People traveling in the night, buses, and men would stay in the bushes and hold them up and take them out in the bag and stuff.
So you think that is the cause?
That's one of the causes.
Okay.
Another thing is, do we have enough people in Grenada to sustain this late transportation? Right. Another thing is, we had the transportation before. During the PRG days, we had it, and it failed. Okay. The small buses used to come and pirate the bigger buses. Remember, the buses leave Grenville 7 o'clock.
That's what we call it, PTS.
PTS, yeah. Going to St. George's, and then one leaving St. George's 9 o'clock, coming back to Grenville. But then the smaller buses used to come just 15 minutes before the scheduled time to leave, and they'll say Grenville, or St. George's, and everybody just jump on the small bus because it travels faster, and then they go. So then the big bus, when they come now, they get anything. They don't get anything.
And you see, that is a cultural problem, eh?
Right.
We have a real copycat mentality. Okay, nobody saw the idea before, but someone starts it, and then everybody copies it, and then the people, where is your loyalty? If the big bus is the one that started it and has always been there, why you know? Come on.
Once somebody come and say, hey, we're going on this way. They jump on it and they're gone.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one of the things that feel the problem. Another thing is, again, as I said before, guys just to hold up the buses and take them money back, and so that's why some drivers are afraid to run late.
Right.
Especially when there's some party, some function and stuff. When during the run and they do something, they don't want to pay the buses and that kind of thing. Well, I'm talking from experience.
Yeah, I could hear that. Hear that.
Good,
okay,
good.
Thank you for your contribution, man. Have a good day.
All right, you too, man.
Blessings. Yeah, good. 16 minutes on to 8 o'clock. How do we remedy this situation? And I'm happy that someone raised that, because this is something of critical importance. Transportation is important. It's of paramount importance to economic development anywhere. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you. On Monday night, beyond the headline, I thought it was particularly poor. And I keep on listening to the radio forever, and everybody. When I say poor, in terms of the callers and what they say, how they carry on. This world has 8 billion people. Consider this, out of that 8 billion people, there may be maximum 2.5 billion who professes to be Christian. A whole lot less than that do not believe. The God that people, and I was mentioned, they say that you all taught. Remember, not everyone, not even close to half of the world, conform to your all Bible. And I'm saying your all, not because I'm necessarily leaving myself out there, because I am basically on the same line with you all. So the God that, let's say, we there are at least 5 billion people that do not conform to that God, do not conform to that Bible. So to go saying that people behaving in a different way are devilish and demonic because it is not of their God. It is intolerant and a lot of other things. One of the reasons that the world is as it is with all these wars and things, intolerance. We are so highly intolerant of each other's belief, politically, religiously. Atheist is entitled to be an atheist. And because he's an atheist does not make him devilish, devilish. They are atheists. They do not believe in what you believe. There are atheists who are very good human beings. The very thing they'll do anything for anyone, much more than we Bible-toting, God-jumping people. I know people who do not go to church, do not believe in God. They believe in, let me tell you something. You do not necessarily need a Bible to tell you what is wrong or right. Children 3-year-old and they do something wrong and they see you come and they hide in it. Have they ever read the Bible? Do they know about God? I am not claiming here that people shouldn't believe, but remember, you keep your belief. You are probably in less than 2 billion people. Don't go calling people who do not believe your thing. The same Jews that they say is people of God and etc. They do not believe the Bible that you believe in. They take the Old Testament. They do not think Jesus Christ is a God. They think he's a prophet. Yet you say that is the people of God. Help me here with that. There's a whole lot. If I go to go on and tell you the whole thing, we'll be here till sometime Friday afternoon.
And I don't have all that time, Papi.
just an appeal to people to be a little bit more tolerant of each other and their belief and what they think. And your God is not necessarily John's God.
Okay. Thank you, caller. Have a good one. Thank you very much. 13 minutes on to 8 o'clock. That is the time. Alison Cox Osplund. Grenada need more industries and more movement of people to be able to increase their transportation hours. Everything must be functional. Sharon Bartholomew says, caller, I want to shake your big toe. Some of these so-called Christians is something else. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
All right, thank you. Just two issues. The first one, we're talking about the bus transportation. And it's sad because it seems as though we talking that we don't have law and order in Grenada. And I believe there is law and order in Grenada that if you have the government or the Minister of Transport or the Ministry of Transport has a meeting with all the buses, they invite all the buses to this meeting. And they're seeking for transport to work up to, let's say, 12 o'clock in the night. They issue a license to buses to apply certain routes at a certain time during the night. Then the police have the job to do. All they have to do, any buses that are traveling during certain hours after, they put them up and they find if they don't have a license to run at that time, they charge them. And probably that problem could be solved. Because, yes, we like to copycat. Once you're doing something and you find you're making money, people jump into it. But remember, they call a meeting. And those who decided to do it, they give them a special license to operate at a certain time. All other buses are not allowed.
Right.
But secondly, I went to the hospital yesterday. And a friend of mine got injured. So I went to visit him because you hear what the issue you heard, that's how he was really badly injured. But so we went to look for him and whatnot, and a few of us. And eventually, when we decided to leave the hospital, we said we felt like having a drink, not alcoholic drink, but a drink or something to eat. So I know years ago they used to have a cafeteria in the hospital. When I asked the question about they say to condemn that, I think it's sad because there's people who leave from work, goes up there because there is a time they have to get in and get out. And if they feel thirsty or they feel like munching or something, I'm calling the ministry if it's possible. I don't know the reason why they cut it out, but if it's possible, that they could back a cafeteria. If you go to hospitals in different parts of the world, there is cafeterias that you can go in, depends on the time of the day or the time of the night. If you feel like munching on something, you can go to the cafeteria and have it. To open up that certain period of time.
Thanks for your observation and contribution, and I want to take the opportunity and say good morning to Senator Jonathan McCurt. We'll have a conversation on that. All right, thank you, caller.
No problem.
Have a good one. Blessings. All right, folks, it's 9 minutes on to 8 o'clock. At this time, we take a final commercial break in the segment, and we come back with the wrap.
Get ready. A new season of the Grenada debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas. The Grenada debates, September 2023. Tune in.
So it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have COVID, we have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
6 minutes on to the hour of 8 o'clock. Rodriguez James says, the whole world and economic activities are based on supply and demand. Even the very service we enjoy is based on that. If there are insufficient nighttime activities, it's not viable for bus owners or drivers. The cost of operations will burst them. And the cafeteria wasn't... Okay, that's Janice Frederick speaking now. And the cafeteria wasn't there a while now. A lot of things was laid aside. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Brother Innocent.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. I am calling you this morning and to let you know and the people to know that I am an abused citizen, elder citizen. I say abused because I'm living in an area, I will tell you where. A vehicle park in my gap. I am visually impaired. I have a problem. I'm actually blind. And the vehicle park in my gap, I cannot access to the road if I have to walk to go to the bird van pass, or if I'm inside, most time we just stay inside to take a little walk by the road. The vehicle park there, I spoke to the young lady about it. She refused to move it where there's access park on the other side of the road. Make it more worse, I cannot have access to weed eat my yard. I getting people to come and cut the yard. She not moving the vehicle for them to come to cut the yard. It happened oftentimes, but it was so in such a way that I called 2 weeks ago. Somebody came to cut the yard for me, and I called the mother, and the phone rang out. I sent the person down to call. They down there in the house, they refused to answer the person. So I couldn't get the yard cut. The mother called me the night at 8-something, and I will be short, and tell me that she saw a young man calling, but she didn't know who it is, and she saw them going by back with a hood on the head. I said, well, I sent the guy down, he came to cut, and he said, you all was down there and nobody answer. Every time I have to cut the yard, people go down and they're calling, and nobody answer. I missed in people. I lost 2 visitor men because of the same thing. If I called the night before and I said, somebody coming sometime tomorrow, I don't know what time they come in. So I asked you to move the vehicle. She stays down there and people calling and she wouldn't answer. That is a form of abuse. I'm vision impaired. I cannot see properly. I cannot do it for myself.
Okay.
Right? And to make it worse, I understand that her boyfriend is a police officer. He should tell her better. I spoke to her about it several times, and she refusing to move it.
And in what area is this?
If you see the places in Bush.
What location are you?
I'm in Good Hope in St. Paul's.
Okay.
It's too much for me now. Years it been happening, Brother Innocent. And I don't want to say the last thing to bring for your neighbor is police. I don't want to go there, and I'm begging them to stop parking the car there, and they wouldn't.
Okay. All right. I do hope
that is a form of abuse.
Yes, I do agree with you, and I empathize with you and sympathize with you, and I do hope that good sense will prevail and that the message gets out and that they act humanly, understanding your circumstances and do the right thing. Okay?
If you see the places in Bush, because nobody wants to go down and keep calling.
Okay.
And nobody wants to come and cut the yard because the car always parked there.
Okay.
Thank you very much for listening. May God bless you.
Thank you very much, and you have a good day and all the best, all right?
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye. Good, bye-bye. All right, so this is a case, there are always two or more sides to a story. This is one side, but if people you're in the area and you know of the circumstances that this lady is speaking about, please try and assist in, getting an amicable solution there. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I am alive and thankful, and you?
I am very well. Well, I sympathize with that lady too because I have the same issue. And I'm young and healthy. I'm not impaired.
In the same area?
I have the same issue with people parking in front of my yard, and I have to cut the grass, and they're not moving. I went to the police station about it, and the police came. They talked to the man several times over and over, and he's not moving the vehicle. The police stand and tell me once my driveway does not reach onto the government paved road, he can park in front there. That's what the police said to me. So they can't do anything because my driveway doesn't come down because I have a step up from the road to my property. So there's nothing that the police could do. That's what they were telling me for this gentleman to move from in front of my yard when I have to cut my yard or to even access. My mother uses a walker. And if something happens in the night, it's the same issue. I have to run and get you to move your vehicle and you don't want to come and move the vehicle. I just left him and he's parked up right in front of my yard. Could you imagine that? There's nothing they could do. Because I don't have a driveway paved from my road onto the government main road, so that's government property. They could park in front of my yard, and I cannot do anything about it.
Okay.
So, in face, I sympathize with that lady in Good Hope, and I am in Windsor Forest.
Okay. Thank you very much, caller. And, folks, this is where we end the program this morning. Oh, my goodness. Never a dull moment. Thank you very much, each and every one of you, for your participation in the program this morning. And if the good Lord spare your lives, We'll have another one tomorrow. Folks are just calling us to be empathetic. All right? Exchange positions. If you were on the other side of the coin, would you have liked that to be done to you? With you? For you? You understand what I'm saying? Let's do the right thing. And that's what character is all about. Doing the right thing even when no one is looking. Thank you very much. I love you. Bye-bye. Have a good day. We've got to join the BBC.